Right, so I'm here right now with Gate from Team Impulse. Gate, one of my favorite people to interview. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I am. Yeah, Gate.
You say it a lot.
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, you give good interviews. Gate, you just beat NRG. This is kind of the weird thing where like there's some interesting stuff happening at the top of LCS, but then on the bottom of LCS, it's very confusing because I think a lot of people would have predicted you to lose that. You know, what was your feeling going into that game?
Well, definitely from like a public point of view, we're expected to lose against NRG, but as you see from yesterday, like CLG versus Immortals, definitely any team can beat any team.
Yeah.
So I think we're just going into the game normally.
Now, does that mean you can beat Immortals?
Hopefully. That's our last game, and
Okay.
it's also on my birthday, so I want to win that one too.
You know the birthday curse, it doesn't normally go very well for anybody whose birthday is here.
I remember, no, Froggen beat us, on his birthday.
Really?
It was actually only because it was his birthday that he beat us.
But then like Crumbs, I think, lost, and then they sang happy birthday to him after the loss.
Wow, that's actually, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't want that.
It could happen. I'll start the birthday cheers. All right, so you and I spoke just a couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago at the start of this, and you were very much on the train of like, hey, a lot of people are counting us out, but they shouldn't because we're going to be able to, get our full roster, everything will stabilize and everything will be good. Now a month later, how do you feel about TIP's status in the LCS and your current strength?
Well, the best case scenario I think is we just make playoffs. We're top 6, and we go to Vegas and see what we can do there. But I'm definitely like we're a little behind what I expected. We dropped a few games and it's pretty bad. Like we should have won some of the games we dropped, but I think it's just because we're a newer team. Still, like we basically came together like the second or third week of LCS, so I think we're okay right now. But I definitely wanted to win yesterday against TL. I think that'll be the deciding point between who goes to playoffs and who gets to sit at 7th. So I think if we don't make playoffs, it's because of yesterday.
Okay. Yesterday's game will just reach out to the end of the split, shove you guys down into.
I feel it. Yeah. I feel it.
Well, I know that'll be tough for you. What is it what is missing from TIP that is making you lose these games every now and then?
With any like foreign speaking roster, we always lack some cohesion. Just some things that happen to like some things that full English teams, like it wouldn't happen to them is what I'm trying to say. And I think we just need more time. We have a lot of rookies. I'm even a rookie to my own role, I guess, this year. At least I have some stage time, but I think we just need time and some more practice, like every team.
We are getting into kind of the scary part of the split where, relegation is kind of looming. Yeah. That's a possibility that you could end up playing in the relegation tournament. Yeah. Is that on your mind? Are you worried about it?
I mean, there's always a chance. I guess that's the worst case scenario. I'm not too worried about that, I guess. I'm still just looking to make playoffs. I don't think it's like, even if we do somehow end up in relegations, I don't feel like it'll be a big deal.
Yeah. You're not worried about the challenger teams?
I think the challenger teams are strong, but definitely we can beat them.
Right. Very good. Everything going well at the TIP house? I mean, as much as I ask about the game, I also like to figure out like what's happening behind the scenes. So are you guys all getting along? Is there like a friendship thing there yet, or is it kind of still like the awkward phase?
We're definitely we're all on really good terms now. The worst thing that's ever happened at the house is Proxen always wakes up maybe an hour or 2 hours late for scrims. Okay. That's just a pattern, but I'm just saying bad things about him because he won't watch his interview.
Okay. He won't watch this interview, so you can do that. Yeah. Do you ever like how do you get him out of bed whenever he's like so late?
It's impossible.
Really?
It's not possible.
I've heard this about certain LCS pros or former LCS pros that they cannot get out of bed, and you try to get them out of bed, and it's just like a huge struggle.
I mean, it's not like he's like a polar bear, and waking him up means I die. But he just tricks me. Like I wake him up, and then he says, "All right, I'm up," and then he just goes back to sleep. There's nothing I can do about that.
Have you guys just thought about like dragging him out? Like all 4 of you guys go in there, pick him up, and just put him in a seat?
I think we'll try that next. That'll be the next plan of action.
Just don't tell him that I gave you the idea.
All right, I won't.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the TIP fans who are, rooting for you guys and wondering what's happening and worried about the future, hopeful for the future, etc.?
Definitely stay hopeful. There's actually, every time we come out here for fans, there's always like a loyal group of people that come every time.
Yeah.
We don't have like a huge line like TSM or CLG, but I'm really grateful to those people that always come and say, hey, nice game, guys. Or even if we lose, like, well, nice try, guys. You know, I really like that.
When you say always the same people, it makes it sound like it's like literally like 4 people who are here every single day showing up.
Maybe like 6 or 7.
Okay. All right. We're up to 6 or 7. That's good.
More numbers, right?
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for the interview, Kate. Congratulations on the win versus Energy. For everyone else, this is Yahoo Esports.